So if you are crazy in regard to your wedding planning, bridezilla, that's the phrase. If you're crazy in regard to your bachelorette party, are you still a bridezilla or are you a bachelorettezilla? Do you know?
I would say bridezilla because it still has to do with your wedding.
It's all under the same umbrella?
I think so.
Well, the real question here, I think, is am I the bridezilla? But I don't have a song for that, so it's am I the jerk? Jerk, 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 jerky, jerk, 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 jerk. And today in the 194 Morning Playhouse's Am I the Jerk / Bridezilla is Nicole. What's going on there, Nicole?
Okay, so I went on this big girl trip we went to Florida because, last hurrah and everything. And when we got there, the girls, they want to just, party at home. So we went to Costco and got a bunch of stuff. But are you kidding me? It's my bachelorette weekend. What the heck? Are you kidding me right now? I was like, no, this is not what I came here for. I want to go out. So, I made them go club hopping and actually have a good time instead of moping around in the house like we could anywhere else. Am I awful for that?
So your bridesmaids originally kind of had a plan, it sounds like, but it was at the Airbnb?
I don't know. What is that?
So am I the jerk for commandeering my bachelorette party and changing plans and making them go bar hopping instead of whatever they actually were figuring out?
Basically, yeah.
100% bridezilla. I get it's to celebrate you, but they've already paid for the trip to Florida. They paid for this rental house. They bought a bunch of booze. They thought it was just going to be you girls hanging out at this rental place, probably enjoying the sun, drinking. And you're like, no, I want to go out to the bars. Waste of money.
Especially because, let's be honest, they'd obviously had kind of a plan, right?
Yes.
They had some sort of plan in place. We'll feel it out for you, and we'll kind of touch base here in a sec, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there any way she's not the jerk? So they go out there, they get the Airbnb out in Florida, and she's like, all right, what are we doing, ladies? And they go to Costco, they stock up, and obviously the girls were planning on partying, it would seem, there at the house, and without even knowing the full details, she's like, no, it's my weekend, and they ended up hanging out, just going bar to bar to bar, which is a lot more expensive, by the way.
So much more expensive, because I'm assuming everyone's paying for the bride. Usually she doesn't have to pay for anything. So the fact that they had already bought all that other stuff, and then you did that, I could kind of see if maybe one of the days, after you had partied at the house, and then you're like, hey, what if today we go out in town and we can grab lunch or grab dinner. One of the days I could see suggesting that, but not right away. I think that's a jerk move.
It seems like you barely got stocked up and saw what you guys bought from Costco and were nope.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And that's what someone said. I have to side with the friends. Florida is expensive. Flights, hotels, food, Ubers, decorations. These girls probably already spent a fortune. They were stocking up for drinks at the house, trying to save a little bit of money. Not everyone has unlimited wedding funds.
Well, and, who knows? For all, you would never know, right? Because you forced them to leave. What if there was, people booked to show up? Which would have been the craziest thing at a bachelorette party? There was some really confused police officers at that door.
I don't think that was happening. They probably would have said that. No, we have to stay here because we booked that. I don't think that happens as much as you're thinking.
Hello, Officer Tight Buns here. Is anyone home? My name's Officer Tight Buns. Someone's been naughty.
Someone said when my sister's bachelorette party was in Nashville, we spent one night at the house and did a little party there, one night out. So we compromised. Why is she acting like it has to be all or nothing?
Have you ever met Officer Tight Buns?
No.
237, it's call or text. Is she the bridezilla for they go out there for the bachelor party and she made them leave the Airbnb and go club hopping instead of whatever they had planned? So obviously the ladies had some sort of plan that she didn't even let them show.
Yeah, they picked up the alcohol and then she's like, wait, we're drinking here? No.
Was she a jerk? Now, I think we both got on the same page of yeah, that was a rude thing to do.
Yeah, but I think that's why you could have had a couple of drinks there, figured out what the plan was. I'm assuming there was a pool at this house. You guys could have hung out outside. One of the days, if you wanted to go out, absolutely. Someone said I could put an air conditioner in their garage and they could party here, save the trip to Florida.
I'm telling you, I still think that's a genius thing to have.
Someone said I could go either way. I get not wanting to go all the way to Florida just to stay in. Like others said, she probably should have given it a day to see what their plan was first. And someone said, as someone who got married last year, I bent over backwards, trying not to inconvenience anyone. Looking back, I wish I would have worried less. Les, it's your celebration. You only get one. Wanting to leave the rental house and actually celebrate does not make you a bridezilla.
Nicole, I do think it's weird you didn't even give them opportunity to show you what it is. You should have at least seen what the plan was.
I'm not bridezilla over here. I just want to go out and celebrate and maybe get free shots bought for us. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you did that. Good morning, she the
Yeah,
jerk.
I think she's a total jerk. I mean, she made these poor girls pay all this money, go to Florida. They want to save a little money while they're there. Maybe they go to the club one night or 2 nights, compromise a little bit with her, but she's a jerk for demanding they go out clubbing and spend all their money that they don't have. You got to watch your money. It's it's hard to make money, but it's easy to spend.
Flew out there, they probably split that Airbnb, bought all the alcohol at Costco that I hope got used or drank in some way.
Yeah. Someone said, I'm sorry, but if the entire group already bought all this alcohol for this house, they had a plan, and the bride basically said, nope, we're doing what I want. That is kind of selfish. And someone said, I think the mistake was not setting expectations beforehand. If they're budgeting for a trip where they're thinking pool, house drinks, but you want to do bars every night until 2 a.m., those are 2 different price tags.
Yeah, Nicole, I think the dominant thing we're getting, besides you kind of are a jerk and bridezilla, obviously it was a cost-saving measure.
Well, don't be in a bridal party then. If you don't want to do that, everyone knows that when you accept a bridal invitation, that there's gonna be expenses to it, and it's not for the bride to take care of. So. What the heck?
Someone literally said the wedding industry has convinced people that being a bride means everyone else has to empty their wallets for months in advance. It doesn't. Once your celebration starts becoming a burden to your friends, you've gone too far. That's exactly it. They're there to celebrate you, and that's what they were doing. And you're mad that they couldn't empty their wallets on you?
Is she a total jerk or bridezilla?
Oh, I definitely think she's a jerk. Look, her friends already flew out to this Airbnb to be with her. That's the loyalty right there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're definitely pushing it with them doing anything. I think it's really expensive in this economy right now.
Mm-hmm.
What she just said about how, don't be in my wedding then if you're not going to pay money. The more she talks, the more she's sounding like a bridezilla, like a jerk. At first, I kind of agreed. Yeah, you don't want to go all the way to Florida, just stay in the house. But now how you're defending yourself, it sounds worse.
So I'd be curious what you think of this quote. Somebody said that the wedding's about you, the bachelorette party is about all of you together. That's kind of an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, and she only wanted to do what she wanted to do. Someone said, this is why I hate destination bachelor parties. Someone always has a different budget. One person wants bottle service. The other person wants happy hour specials. One person wants to be in bed by 9. It's impossible to make everyone happy.
I think you could have had a fun weekend and just seen what obviously they had some plan for you. I think, you're going to have your day.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm in control of that day at least. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
You're not going to win this one, man. I feel like you're being salty because you can tell you're not going to win
Feel
this one.
so bad for her friends. How is she going to be day of wedding? Getting ready with her. Have fun.
Think there'll be 5 less women there?
Maybe.
Appreciate you being on. If you're wondering if people thought that was a little far, they did think so. Okay, congratulations, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.